Welcome back to the American Dream TV. I'm your host, Berthenia Brown, and on today's episode of Savannah Living, we're going to visit Second Harvest of coastal Georgia to learn how they are tackling child hunger and to make sure that all kids have the fuel they need to thrive. We are here at Second Harvest of coastal Georgia, and I would like to introduce Mary J. Crouch. She's the director, and she's going to tell us how Second Harvest got started.
Well, thanks so much. You know, Second Harvest is the local food bank for coastal Georgia. We actually serve 21 counties, and we started back in 1981 when a group of grocers and community residents that were wanting to be able to help the people that were at risk for hunger, but also they were seeing a lot of waste, that things were being thrown away from grocery stores and things like that. You know, that first year we only distributed a couple 100,000 pounds of food, and this year we will actually distribute over 26 million pounds of food, and we will touch over 141,000 lives here in coastal Georgia. Kids Cafe actually started here in Savannah, Georgia back in 1989 when there was an article in the newspaper about two young boys that were searching for food, and it has now grown and it's a nationwide program. Last year, Second Harvest here with Sarah and her staff and volunteers distributed over 880,000 meals to children.
Can you mention the brown bag for seniors?
Yeah, we have a program called our Brown Bag Program for the elderly, and that's a program where we distribute bags and boxes of food out to senior citizens that are at risk for hunger. We do it out in different counties as well as here in Chatham County.
So can you tell our audience how they can contribute if they're not able to volunteer? You know, how if someone wanted to support?
No, well, we're always looking for different types of support. We are always looking for volunteers to come in to work in our kitchen or to help pack those bags and boxes, help us with sorting food, all sorts of different things. So for every dollar donated, we can provide 5 meals to the community, and it all stays right here in coastal Georgia.
Mary Jane had mentioned that we will meet with Sarah Meyer, and she's going to tell us about how the food is transported to the various locations.
Yeah, well, to start our day, we have 20 to 25 volunteers that help us in the kitchen every day, and they plate all the meals individually, and then we send them through our conveyor belt that seals them with plastic, and we put them in the walk-in overnight. Then in the morning, our chef cooks them in the oven, makes them the proper temperature, and then our staff loads these up, and they're all plugged in, hot, ready to go, and we put the hot meals inside them. And we deliver to about 85 sites a day. We have 7 delivery drivers, and they push them right out on their truck, and every kid gets all 5 food groups, including milk and fresh fruit, and then everything inside the box.
Can we take a look at inside one?
Sure. They open, the top and bottom opens. We can fill it up.
Savannah's food scene is full of flavor, and today we're going to explore what makes Silk Route Restaurant and Lounge the most talked about spot in town. Let's go see what's cooking. Hello, today we are in Silk Route Restaurant and Lounge, and I would like to introduce the owner, one of the owners of the restaurant.
Even though Savannah is like a small place, but the cultural and the food diversity, like cuisine-wise, it's very big. When I came over here, I saw a lot of things, and then the creation of Silk Route was, let's create something that nobody's seen. How about we do something that inspires from the Silk Road, the original trade route, the spice where they connected East and the West. And we just innovated that food, and we're just trying to create a new kind of cuisine for people, basically from Asia to the Western world.
Thank you for having us here today. I want to see what you got cooking.
My pleasure. I'll be ready to serve you whenever you're ready.
Thank you for joining me today on the American Dream TV. I had such an outstanding meal here at Silk Route Restaurant and Lounge. I'm your host, Berthenia Brown. Until next time.